Hey, how you doing? My name is Dwayne Anderson, and I'll be breaking down how great is our God in the key of C. So I'm going to start off with the melody. The melody, it starts off on G. So G to C, that is a 5-1 movement. So if I was doing a number system, I would say 5-1, 5-2, 1, or G C, G D C. Mostly when I teach different things, I always utilize the number system because it doesn't matter if the keys change, the number's always the same. So your number system will start off with a low C. You have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. But every note of the scale gets a number. So that first one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay, so that melody that we was doing is over the 1 C major chord, which is a C, G, C, and then we have a high E, which is on the 5th fret of the B string. Okay, so that is our bar chord. This chord can be moved all over the guitar. So we have C on the 3rd fret of the A string, G on the 5th fret of the D string, and then on the 5th fret we have a high C on the G string. It's just like that 3rd fret on the A string. Then we're going to go up to E on the B string, which is the 5th fret. So when you put those notes together, that's your C chord. It's a 4-note chord. So we're going to put that over. Then when we go to the other part, we go to that 6th chord. Okay, that 6th chord is going to be an A minor, which is going to be A on the E string, which is the 5th fret. The 7th fret would be the 5th of A, and then we're going to double up with the A on the 7th fret, which is the same note as the A like it was on the 5th fret of the E string. Then I'm going to bar my hand here. My index finger is laying across the 5th fret. So I'm going to pick up the 5th fret on the G string, the B string, and the E string. That chord will utilize all 6 strings, which makes the minor chord. Then we go to the 4. That is an F major. So if we go off our number system, we'll say 1, 3, 5, 1. That'll be F, the 3rd of F, which would be the 2nd fret of the G string, and the 1st fret of the B string. That makes your F major chord. If you need those notes, that'll be F, and then that'll be A, and that'll be C. That'll be your notes. Then you can go to the 5 chord. Then you go back to the 1, which is that major C chord we was talking about. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I'm just going to strum the chord some, and then I'm going to add the melody a little bit in there. But I'm just going to go over the full chord progression. So we're going to start off at C major. Go to the A minor. Go to F major. Then we go to the 5 chord. Then back to the 1. Now the 5 chord is actually a 2 minor over the 5. So the 2 of C is D. So we're playing a D minor over G. They call those types of chords slash chords, when you actually playing a different chord over the different bass note. So to play that chord, we're going to play the low G, Then we're going to play the 3rd fret on the D string. Then we're going to play the 2nd fret on the G string, and then we're going to play the 3rd fret on the B string. That makes a D minor, and we're playing D minor over G. So we're playing a different triad that's not going with that bass note, but that is the turnaround chord that we're playing. So again, you got G with your thumb. You have F right here with your middle finger on the D string. And then you have the 1st fret, the 2nd fret on the G string. All right, and then that's the A. Then you're going to have the 3rd fret on the B string. You put all that together. And you're going back to the 1. So now what I'm going to talk about is how you can utilize that melody in there. So if you was playing this song and somebody could figure out what you was playing, because if you just play the chords, there's a lot of songs that go like that. So if you don't hear the melody, then you'll have an issue with trying to figure out what the song. Somebody have an issue now. A musician could probably figure it out because they play a lot of songs. So we're going to go to the melody. We're going to go back to that 5-1, 5-2, 1. We did that earlier, but now we're going to add. That is 3-4-3-2-1. That's what you do when you get to that 6. So 3-4-3-2-1. Okay. 3-4-3-2-1. So in the key of C, the 3rd is an E. The 4th is an F. We already know that the 2 is D. Then when you go to the 4, you're going to say 5-1. Then you're going to say 5-2. Then you're going to go to that D minor over G, and you're going back to C. Now I'm going to show you another turnaround chord when you get back to the beginning of the song. You can play a G11. A G11 chord is basically, you're going to play the chord that you play over the 4. That F major, you're going to keep that same chord, but then you're going to play G in the bass. Another slash chord. You got a chord that's not going with what the bass note is doing. Then you're going to move your pinky finger and you're going to put the high G. So you're going to put a G over the F chord. Then you're going to go back to the 1. 6. Go to the 4. 5. So that is 5-2-1 G D C. You can go back to the turnaround 11 chord. The song is basically that same progression no matter what verse they sing or anything. So that's a very basic progression that you can utilize. You can play this song during offering, the different times where you want to in church if you need to have a song played. Then and like during a certain time, you could slow the tempo down. Slowing the tempo could change the feel and everything of this song. So my name is Dwayne Anderson. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you want more videos like this in the future, just inbox me and let me know. I do guitar lessons, I do bass lessons, and I thoroughly break down songs like I just did right here. So the best way to get a good understanding of a song is to understand all the major components. I have 3 major components that I look at when I'm looking at songs. What is the melody? What is the bass line? And how is the harmony harmonized?